just a moment. If anyone would like to start with some questions for Aidan, we'll work Aidan as he arrives. So Aidan, we're going to start on the right. Aaron, McNamara.
Aidan, did you guys think you'd be able to get as much pressure on Sean Clifford as you guys did?
Yeah, I think so. This is one of those games that we knew, they hold the ball, and there's the opportunities will be there. You just got to take advantage of them. I think we did.
From left, Chris.
Just talk about the going back and forth. You guys give up the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but then to hold them to a field goal, what did that mean?
Yeah, that was so big. It's everything was going against. I felt like everything was going against us in that moment. They got the TUD 2-point, stopped us, strip sack, and we kind of just came together as a defense. And we're not going to let that ruin our hopes in the championship. Or we came together, fought that adversity, got that stop. It was crucial.
We're going to go to the right side with Michael as Cade makes his way in here.
I think the first possession of the game on defense, you guys had 3 sacks. You had one, Ojabo had one, and I think Junior finished it off. Did you get the sense that when an offensive line gives up 3 plays like that in the first drive and the quarterback goes down 3 times, does that play into their minds at all, do you think, the rest of the game?
I think it was definitely more than the quarterback's mind. He knew we were coming. He knew there was going to be pressure all day. It happened from the start. So I'm really impressed with our guys and what we did.
Got Cade McNamara here as well. We'll go front left, Chris.
Cade, what's the mindset when these guys hold those guys to a field goal after the strip sack?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it gives us confidence, and it makes us want to do well for them even more. We know it's our job to go down the field and score points, but when they give us that extra momentum, it just gives us more confidence to go do it even more.
And then take us through the touchdown pass and what happened there.
They had shown some man tendencies throughout the season on really big downs, and Coach Gaddis had the perfect call for it. We anticipated it, we got it, and Eric made us right.
Right down the middle, Ryan.
Cade, how would you describe Hassan Haskins' demeanor throughout the game? Obviously another heavy workload for him.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan is really one of the dudes that's the heart and soul of this team, and his grittiness, his toughness is, it's hard to compare to, and his performance today was big for our offense and big for this team.
John Borden.
What was your mindset before that last drive? Things had turned around so quickly on you guys, but it looked like it was just business as usual.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the first half, we knew that we were kind of stopping ourselves, really. And second half, we were so confident in what we were seeing. It was just kind of a weird scheme of events, and it led to a bit of a stall on us. But we knew after the defense had stepped up for us so many times in the second half, we have to answer. We have to have their back, and I'm glad we were able to.
Well, Joe.
For both players, if you could, you were up and then in a flash you were down, and like you said, everything was going against you. What turned it? What hung together there? What did it take for you guys to recover yourselves?
I think that just goes to show how this team reacts to adversity, and how I kind of suspected this going into the season, like why this team was different, and why I think we're going to be able to respond to this kind of adversity. And we went out here in a tough ball game. Very, very tough atmosphere, and we went out and we fought that adversity, and we got the win.
Michael.
Cade, when Eric limped off against Michigan State, he tried everything he could to get back last week and was in uniform but didn't play. Can you sort of describe what it's been like to see him work through that, and then for a guy that has a foot or ankle or whatever he was to be able to still have the speed he did to reach the end zone?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that just goes to show the type of dudes on this team. I mean, I know there are other dudes, that are beat up, not just Eric, but other guys, and it just shows how much these dudes care about each other, and it upsets them, when they're not able to be out there with their brothers, and I think that just goes to show. I mean, Eric had he made a huge play for us, and I'm sure he wasn't thinking about that ankle. He was thinking about the team.
All right, we've got time for a few more. The queue's already 4 deep, so if you have a question, please raise your hand. Austin?
Aidan just mentioned this team being different. I'm sure you're aware of the history, and sort of that here we go again feeling that might come up in a situation like that. How do you block that out in the moment when you're in a game like this?
Yeah, I think we realized that in the offseason. I mean, as we're, as Aidan, Josh, I mean, some of the leaders on the team, we've understood that that's been the case for a long time, and we knew that we're going to figure out whether this team is different, and all the work that we've been putting in to change the culture of this team is going to show when we're facing moments like this. And, this is, I think we've proven again that we're different.
Back corner, Brendan.
For both Cade and Aidan, I know that sometimes it's felt like Michigan doesn't necessarily have the players to make the big plays at the end of games. Do you think that you showed in this game that it's different and that you guys can maybe be those playmakers when those moments come?
I never knew that conception was a thing. I didn't know anybody said we didn't have the playmakers. I think we got the most talent in the Big Ten. So, yeah, I mean, guys just stepped up this game and made a play.
After a few more, Angelique.
Aidan, you said a little while ago you kind of suspected that this team was different before the season started. Why did you feel that way?
Right. It was. We talked about the energy in spring ball, and we talked about the energy, regarding the workouts and everything. But that doesn't necessarily equate to success or adversity or anything like that. But it was something that was so good to see and something that I hadn't seen. So since I've been here, and I think that's just a testament to how we really became more player led, and we really kind of you can't rely on the coaches when the times get hard.
You guys have spoken this season about Ohio State and wanting to attain that goal. How do you avoid? I mean, that's 2 games now away. How do you avoid looking ahead?
Yeah, it's going to be tough for sure. That game is going to be so big for us, and I know when the moment comes, we'll be ready.
Okay, closing it down here now, Chris, and then John, and we're done.
Cade, talk about the conditions out there, and it seemed pretty tough with the wind. And then also, what'd you see on the first touchdown to Roman?
Yeah, so conditions were definitely different. I was honestly expecting some rain, and we didn't get it, which was great. And it was about the warmest snow I've ever seen. But I mean, I think we're an all-weather team. I think that goes to show to the physicality of both lines that we have, that no matter conditions we can dominate a game. And regarding the Roman touchdown, to be honest, I was surprised that they gave me that look. We had practiced similar looks, not for that play actually, but for other plays, and I was honestly surprised that they gave me that look, and it was almost so much that it was a coverage bust. But Roman had a great route. He crossed the face, and all I had to do was just put in stride for him.
John?
Hey, the flip side of that, you get a nasty, windy, sort of kind of raw day. Does that make a defensive player smile, thinking it's our day?
Yeah, we knew this team was going to rely on the passing to win the game, and I saw it was supposed to rain, so I got a little happy, a little windy, a little nasty. Makes it a little harder to throw, so I definitely I got a little excited.
Final question, Wojo?
Okay, you've been in a tough spot all year with the people scrutinizing, whatnot. When you had the sack fumble and you bounced back from that, what were you thinking in the interim between the sack fumble and when you got back?
I've made it pretty clear that what is said about me doesn't matter in my mind. The only thing I care about is making sure this team wins. And regarding the fumble, I mean, I don't know, sometimes it happens that, I need to avoid the rush better. But, I mean, how we deal with adversity is what defines you, so.
Okay, thank you all for your time. Coach Harbaugh,
Let's not go to bat.